your brain on alcohol. To begin, alcohol is known as a depressant. High rates of major depressive disorders occur in those who abuse alcohol. Short-term effects of alcohol include and are not limited to blurred vision, trouble with walking and balance, slurred speech, slow reaction time, impaired memory, impaired judgment. Long-term alcohol effects are much worse and much more serious, including learning and memory impairments, shrinkage of the brain, frequent blackouts, which are common among social drinkers, depression, anxiety, mood and personality changes, panic disorders, hallucinations, delusions, and finally, alcohol can cause a range of psychotic issues. A common disorder developed by alcoholics is what's called Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome. The first phase is what's known as Wernicke's encephalopathy. During this period, nerves that produce movement in the eyes become paralyzed. Mental confusion and challenges with muscle coordination also occur. An example of this syndrome is if a person is too confused to find their way out of a room and they have no ability to walk. 80 to 90% of people who suffer from Wernicke's encephalopathy have also developed Korsakoff's psychosis. This second phase causes learning and memory issues, and those who develop this syndrome are often very forgetful and become quickly and easily frustrated with everyday tasks. For example, a person with Korsakoff's psychosis cannot remember distant memories, and new information cannot be taken in either. Alcohol alters the chemistry of the mind in many ways. It causes a vitamin B deficiency, which is also known as thiamine deficiency. The cerebellum, which is the part of the brain responsible for controlling movement and some forms of learning, is particularly sensitive to this deficiency. The body and the mind become vulnerable to the effects of alcohol when toxic substances can no longer be removed from the blood. Liver damage is another obvious effect of alcohol abuse. Diseases like liver cirrhosis can lead to brain damage. A common condition resulting from liver cirrhosis is called hepatic encephalopathy. Hepatic encephalopathy occurs when there is an excess of ammonia and manganese in the brain. Because of these harmful byproducts, brain cells are harmed. This disorder is the cause of many long-term effects, such as mood changes and psychotic issues that I discussed earlier. Most serious cases can result in hepatic coma, which can be deadly. Not only does alcohol cause many serious impairments, but the depressive factor of the substance presents an entirely new danger to its victims: suicide. 15% of alcohol abusers commit suicide, and compared to sober, non-drinking suicide attempters, alcoholics are 75 times more likely to successfully take their own life.
Social effects of alcoholism on the family. Wives and girlfriends are often subjected to many types of alcohol-related abuse. Marriages in which only one spouse drinks heavily end in divorce 50% of the time. Data indicates that 12 to 70% of adults who abuse children are alcoholics. Children of alcoholics often have psychological and emotional problems due to growing up with an addictive parent. Children may avoid friendship because they are embarrassed or afraid to invite other children to their house. In all families, you play a role. If you're a daughter or a son, a niece or a nephew, a sister or a brother, a cousin, a granddaughter and a grandson. If you're abusing alcohol, you would be spending most of your time using, and when you're sober, you would be spending the time suffering from long-term side effects or trying to get more alcohol, and this will affect the roles you play in your family and the relationships. Other ways are having a hard time staying awake and doing your job could result in unemployment, and it could affect your relationship with other workers or your boss, and it could make you act out and be violent to others you're working with. The damaging of alcohol abuse are not limited to the person who drinks nor the closest to them. It could affect everyone around you, whether you know them or not. Alcohol abuse is linked to many social ills, including sexual assaults against acquaintances and drunken driving accidents that result in strangers losing their lives.
Alcoholism can cause various physiological effects and diseases, both in the short and long term. Upon overindulgent drinking, the user will begin to sweat and appear flushed, as alcohol naturally increases blood flow to the skin. Alcohol also irritates the lining of the stomach and intestines, which will, in turn, increase the stomach acid that is created. This often causes nausea and vomiting. Alcohol will also reduce blood flow to the muscles. When the alcohol is broken down and gotten rid of, a hangover will occur, in which aching muscles are experienced. Alcohol breaks down lipids and proteins, which causes cell walls to deteriorate. In so doing, the blood-brain barrier will be weakened. A weakened blood-brain barrier will increase the likelihood of invading pathogens to attack the brain, which is prevented if the blood-brain barrier is healthy. At the same time, damaged cells can lead to a vitamin deficiency of the brain, harming its growth and well-being. The brain may also experience shrinkage as it is broken down due to its lack of health. Alcoholism also causes high blood pressure, which can lead to stroke, vascular dementia, and Parkinson's disease. In a stroke, a person experiences a sudden loss of consciousness when blood flow to the brain is interrupted. Vascular dementia is caused by an impaired supply of blood to the brain, often the result of several strokes. Parkinson's disease comes about due to the damage to the nervous system and is marked by tremors, muscular rigidity, and poor coordination. Along with the nervous system, the heart of an alcoholic can be disabling to its body. When the cell walls within the heart deteriorate, fat will enter and build up within. This can cause cardiomyopathy, which is a chronic disease where the heart muscle is abnormally shaped and unusually large. This, in turn, makes it harder to pump blood. Arrhythmia may occur to the heart of an alcoholic as well, which is an irregular rhythm of heartbeats. A damaged heart such as this can make a person feel weak in their daily life. Apart from the brain and heart, the liver is the third organ that can be damaged by alcoholism. Alcoholism causes steatosis, which in turn causes alcoholic hepatitis and fibrosis. Steatosis is the process of fat infiltrating liver cells, thus creating an abnormally massive liver. When this happens, the liver becomes inflamed, which is called alcoholic hepatitis, and the body will attempt to repair it. The restoration process is called fibrosis, which is marked by severe scarring of the liver. A more serious disease can then come about as a result of alcoholic hepatitis and fibrosis, called cirrhosis. Cirrhosis is the overall term given to the disease of a liver with degenerative cells, inflammation, and thickened tissue. Pancreatitis, cancer, and a weakened immune system are all diseases that may also accompany alcoholism. Pancreatitis is inflammation of the pancreas, which is a gland that assists in creation of digestive enzymes. An inflamed pancreas can cause pain in the upper abdomen, nausea, and vomiting. Cancers including mouth, esophagus, throat, liver, and breast cancer can also result from alcoholism, as the chemical can cause cells to produce abnormally. With weakened cell walls, the immune system is damaged significantly. Thus, alcoholics are much more likely to contract illnesses. As a final note, those who drink early often experience a lower level of growth and sex hormones. Both genders can face stunted limb growth and a decrease in bone density. Alcoholics are often shorter and physically weaker than would be natural.